Going on, family? You're tuned in to Real Labs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Don't be shocked. I know you hear me, you don't hear James. James is here, but we got a special guest kicking it with us tonight. So James let me run the show. I get to fly the black line tonight, Miguel.
There you go.
I get to be Keith tonight, bro.
Hey Ken, can I be a leg? Cause I got the diabetes.
Yo,
I'm missing one toe.
You can be what? You can be Hunk, bro. What Hunk the leg? What, Hunk?
Yeah. Hunk was a big leg.
I'll be the nerdy dude. Jeff, you got to be the princess.
Well, man, we
still the only one who can afford anything here.
Hey, we cool with that. We're gonna make our rounds after we get our guest coming on, man. The guest this weekend, he will be at the Funny Bone May 23rd, May 23rd through the 24th, Orlando Funny Bone, opening for Guy Torrey, one of our good friends, man, my cigar brother, man, one of the first dudes to ever take me on the road, man. I love that brother, Guy to death, man. But he got my dog featuring for him this weekend from Def Comedy Jam, Comic View. I was in your Facebook. This dude be working out every day. Y'all put your heads together, show your love for Tony Tone, everybody.
Yo, what up, y'all?
What's going on,
Orlando? What up, everybody listening and watching?
Hey, man, we appreciate you, brother. Tony, man, before I even ask the questions that I want to ask, I got to ask you one thing. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Do you know Damon Williams?
I think he was an extra in Uptown Saturday Night. I think that's who that is. I'm not sure.
Funny. That is funny.
Of course, I know Damon Williams, man. I mean, I was gonna say who doesn't, but we know who doesn't. So yeah, man, I know Damon very well, man. Like a lot of comedians, Damon also put me on some work as well. I would have never performed in Martha's Vineyard if it wasn't for Damon. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He booked me over in Martha's Vineyard. I've done other shows with Damon. Yes, I know Damon very well. Back when he was Gucci D with the Jerry curl wig and stuff.
Not the Jerry curl wig.
Oh man, he's come out on Comic View with a suit and a Jerry curl on, and like midway through his act, he takes it off because he's not really like that. It was a funny bit, man. It was a funny bit, but yeah,
absolutely,
man. Before I get to my other questions about you, man, we've had a lot of weird beefs in stand up lately. And you've been doing this for a while. How do you feel about that, man?
Well, I'm at odds with all left-handed comedians myself, so I don't, and I just can't stand left-handed comedians or people. No, I'm kidding, man. No, hey, man, it's just a bad. I hate to see beefs. Period. Anything negative, because beefs are negative. So, especially between comedians, we're all supposed to be one big fraternity, one big, all comrades, good camaraderie, man. And to have beefs, man, but. It's just an unfortunate thing, man, and I'm not aware of all the beefs that are going on. I have heard of and seen some, but man, I try to stay away from all that, man. I just wish everybody would just get along, and it's just comedy, like my boy Talent says. It's just comedy.
Ken, what are some of the big beefs going on in comedy right now for our audience who might not know?
I want to say because I don't want them to have beef with us.
Hey, Real Labs just putting it out there. We're just a media outlet, okay?
Hey, I want to say, I want to have beef with us. Guys, you listen, we got Tony Tone. Tony Tone will be at the Orlando Funny Bone May 23rd, May 24th. It is Memorial Weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. You ain't got nothing to do. Big dog, we are all comic book fans on this thing. We got to know your origin story. Where did you start? How long you been doing comedy? And how was your first ever show?
All right, man. So I started officially at Cumberland College, which is now the University of the Cumberlands in Williamsburg, Kentucky. I started back in 1990-91. Now, I know I just really dated myself. I made all y'all feel very, very young, didn't I? Because I'm probably one of the oldest ones on here, right? What are the ages here? What are the ages?
But I'm 50.
I'm 48.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 43, man.
Kaufman the oldest.
Yeah, Jeff Kaufman. He's if you start in BC and go forward.
Hey, Jew don't brew. I don't change.
Dude don't brew. That's cool. Hey, so I'll be turning 54 this weekend on Sunday, the May 26th.
Hey,
so,
hey, fellow Taurus.
No, Gemini.
Gemini. Okay, got
I'm
it.
much better. Much better.
Only half the time.
Half the time, yeah.
so right now we ain't getting the crazy side of you. Right now we
No.
getting the cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy side starts on stage. So dig it. I started at Cumberland College back in 1990-91 officially. We broke down into groups within the football team. We did little skits in front of the student body. And I wrote our sketch up. We did a mock version of the Arsenio Hall show. I made myself the guest comedian on there, and it was a hit. And after that, man, I started getting slips up under my door, asking me to perform at different events on the campus and stuff. So I became the campus comedian, and I took my my little comedic start, man. It started out, first club I ever did was the Comedy Zone in Memphis, Tennessee.
Shout out to Comedy Zone, man. All right.
Yeah.
Comedy Zone.
Yeah, to show you how long ago that was, this was before Hef took over and made a Heffron talent in the Comedy Zone. It was Brad Greenberg. It was the creative talent in the Comedy Zone.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was doing it. I started there. That was my first club. My first live experiencing live comedy was Jerry Clower out of Yazoo, Mississippi. He came to our school and performed at Cumberland College. That was my first live example. Now, my first recorded, I grew up in a family that listened to Richard Pryor albums on the weekend.
No doubt.
So, of course, Richard Pryor was my first, audible comedic experience. My family would send me to the next room over because of the language, but we lived in the hood. Our walls were thin. I heard it like I was sitting there. So yeah, man, I started back in the early 90s, 1991, and I ended up on Def Jam in 94. But my first TV credit, I think, was what's the one on BET?
Comic View.
Comic View.
No. I did something else before Comic View.
Uptown.
It was hosted by Ananda Lewis and Prince DeJour. Teen Summit. I did Teen Summit.
Teen Summit.
Wow.
Teen Summit. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Teen Summit.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you really aging yourself.
You
with
are
Teen Summit.
because all them
I
teens
remember Teen Summit.
all them teens that was on that show, they now official uncles right now. So yeah, they hunks.
Yeah.
Them babies
Teen Summit was brought to you by Just For Me.
Just for me.
Yeah.
Just for me.
I want to hear that shot. Asking fine. I want Just For Me.
That's funny.
Yeah. Dog, you listen, we got Tony Tone. Tony Tone will be opening for God Story this weekend, Orlando Funny Bone, May 23rd through the 24th. Man, I read something on your bio. Dude, you were the ringmaster for the Universal Soul Circus? Or are you still doing it?
I was there. I'm still considered part of the Soul Circus family, but they'll call me like I'm a ringmaster in a glass case at this point. So just in case they need somebody, they'll call me. But I was there full time from 2006 to like 2012.
Wow.
And it was an awesome experience. For those people that don't know about the Universal Soul Circus, it's the only African American owned and operated circus in the world, owned by Cedric Walker out of Baltimore. So he started in 1994. He started touring because they opened up in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is their headquarters. That's where they opened up at in 94. They started touring around the country in 96. They were on HBO in 98. That's when I was watching them. I was watching Universal Circus. Every time it came on HBO, I was so fascinated, not realizing I would one day end up, as the ringmaster after Caswell Cal, the original ringmaster, then Shucky Ducky. Shucky Ducky. He was
and real quick, we actually have one of our homeboys, rest in peace. He passed away. Timmy Time used to work on the Soul Circus. Remember that, y'all?
Yeah.
Man, I forgot. Yeah, Timmy Time, man. Yeah, rest in peace, Timmy, man.
Yeah.
I remember Timmy, man. Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
Universal Soul Circus. I just imagine instead of bears riding unicycles, it's just pit bulls. Just
having rap battles.
Yeah.
You thought we had Rottweilers with afros instead of lions.
That's funny.
The clowns get out of El Dorados.
That's funny, but Tony Tone, Orlando Funny Bone,
We
May
had,
23rd, May 24th.
We had roaches.
That's
roaches,
funny.
tamed roaches.
The clown car had a diamond in the back. That's funny.
Hey,
Yeah, and the clown car was huge. It wasn't even weird that there was 30 clowns in it. You're like,
That's normal.
That's the Plymouth 88.
That's a broham.
It can hold that many people.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Broham. Well,
So-
I
go
wanted
ahead,
to
Jeff.
ask him real quick because you skipped over there, man. As far as your Def Comedy Jam, before we started recording, I told you I remembered you from Def Comedy Jam. I actually quoted one of your jokes, man. So to be able to interview you and be on the radio is a pleasure right now. But bro, you absolutely killed that at a time where everybody on stage, people don't know the behind the scenes. Everybody wasn't doing well at Def Comedy Jam back in the day.
Hey, let me tell you, Def Jam. A lot of people don't know. Def Jam. They
Talk
will
about
cut you.
Yes.
They will cut you. See, Comic View. They will edit you and make you look better. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But Def Jam, they will cut you if you're set. So it was my first time. I only did it once. It was my first time doing it. I was like, that was extra. Knowing that, it just made me extra nervous. You know what I'm saying?
I can imagine.
So and then I'm up there. I'm in New York. You know, Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? And at the Academy Theater, I'm on the show. I recorded with everybody who had done it before. So I recorded with Guy Torrey, me and
All
Guy.
right.
We've been boys a long time. So
Okay.
Guy, him and I shared the same dressing room. I think that was his second time, I believe. But
Mhm.
it was Guy, Talent, some more, Rodney Winfield, rest in peace. Chris
God bless.
Thomas, the mayor of Rap
Mayor-
City,
Come on, man.
and I think one other. And man, I was nervous, but I made it. And hey, man, I was happy. It was a blessing, man, to be a part of the Def Jam original Def Jam
Yeah.
at the
OG.
original venue, the Academy Theater, man. So yeah, it was a good time, man. And
what was the
you know,
joke, James, that you like? What was
Bro,
the joke?
Thing I like about Tony Tone, man, he's not only a funny guy who writes great material, but he does impressions. He did an impression of Homer Simpson having sex with Marge, and it sounded just like him. The audience went crazy. Could you imagine back then in the 90s when Simpsons was at their height of popularity, and he come on here doing a perfect impression of him? Hit him with it, Tone. Come on, man, a little bit.
Well, I must say, since you brought it up, Homie blew my back out right there on the kitchen.
that's right, Marge. I'm ready to do it again. We're gonna be swingers. That's right. We're gonna bring Peter Griffin in there too.
All right, there, this is Peter Griffin here, and me and Lois, we're gonna join it too. All right, I want to get in there too, Peter. Hey, come on, Peter. Hey, Cleveland, come on in here.
I want to get in there and tap some of that booty too. That's nasty.
Hey, I think this did it for Casey, our engineer. He's like, yes.
Yo. Hey, man.
And that's funny. That's funny you bring up Lois from Family Guy because she got red hair, and you know red hairs they black now. You heard that? You heard that, Tony? Gingers are black now.
Redheads are black,
Letters
huh?
off.
Oh man. Well, we know Shannon Sharp won't have no redhead then. I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
wow.
Hey, we got 1 minute left, man. We gotta get up out of here. Tony Tone this weekend, Orlando Funny Bone, May 23rd to the 24th, with our boy Guy Torrey. Hey, man, shout out your social for us real quick, brother, so we can give you a plug.
All right, real quick, you can find me on Instagram at Tony Tone Comedy. That's TonyTone Comedy. Tony Tone Comedy on Instagram. Comedian Tony Tone on TikTok, Facebook, Comedian Tony Tone, and on MySpace and Black Planet. If you're on that, just take your phone and smash it and get yourself together.
Black Planet, bro. Only 2 people left on Black Planet: Talib Kweli and Kanye. That's it.
And 7 white girls.
Yeah. That's it.
Hey, man, Tone, man, we appreciate you, man. Safe travels down here to we know you driving a true road coming. We got to take a quick commercial break, though. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1.
I'm back, everybody. That's right. You're still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I am now the host. Ken was the host on the first segment, but it's me, James John, your favorite DEI hire. That's correct. I want to remind you guys that our official sponsor is Kaufman and Lynn, your personal injury attorneys. They've been representing and winning for the good people of Orlando for over 20 dang years.
That's right. My dog don't lose, bro.
You don't lose,
right?
son. All we do is win, no matter what.
Ooh, he undefeated. He the Mayweather of lawyers, baby.
Ooh,
If Casey
there you go.
Anthony would have hired
lose.
Jeff Kaufman, not only was she a walk, they'd have given her another baby.
That's true. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen, man.
They'd have been like, hey, juror number 5, Give up your kid.
Nah, Miguel. Hey, go down to the fire station at the baby drop box.
Unlock. Take anyone you want.
Whichever
Take
one you
anyone
want.
you want. You've earned it, young lady.
I want the
I don't
Asian
know.
one.
Could you imagine?
There's no
gotta
Asian
be somebody.
babies.
She's had to date somebody in the last. Could you
Yeah, man,
imagine?
that dude's
She shows up to your buddy's house. The buddy's going, "Who you dating?" I got a new girl, and they walk in the door for like Thanksgiving or something, and they go, "This is Casey," and you're going to go, "What?"
Hey, man. Hey, man.
I'm gonna be like, hey, man,
Wait, you
she
bought
got them
Casey
late
Anthony,
term
bro?
abortions.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man. First of all, Miguel is gonna drop a Jay-Z line every show. You can have it back, Daddy. You gonna
I'm
drop
proud
a
of that.
Jay-Z line every show, bro. I
love
look
it.
forward to it.
I love it, man. It's
Number
the-
two, Dwayne would date Casey Anthony.
What's that?
100%.
Who?
My boy Dwayne would date Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Listen, there are a lot of guys who would date her. Don't murder. She deserves a second chance. I deserve a second
Hey,
chance.
she said baby murder? Man, I'm from a liberal state,
Oh! I vote blue, baby.
Yeah,
Oh.
baby. Hey, look, man.
Yo.
Hey, look, man.
Hey,
Which
that's
is
a-
Chicago, we call that a late term abortion. Jeez.
Yeah, man.
God, this is the
Ooh.
one. Late term abortion. That's the
Oh,
name of
man.
this show, Casey.
Yeah,
Okay.
Casey, have fun with that.
Hey, when she was in her car, she was like, "Hey, I just want to introduce myself. Y'all don't know who I am. Bitch, we know you.
No,
Yeah.
stop.
I know you, man. Come on, bro.
Hey, you can't even go to theme
Oh,
park with her. You can't even take her to a theme park. Parents are like,
Hey, imagine you going to a Chuck E. Cheese.
nah. Oh my God.
Come on, man. The
Hey,
audacity,
kids
bro.
just in the mirror saying her name 3 times. Casey Anthony, Casey Anthony, Casey Anthony. She showed up like the Goblin King. I'm here, children. No. Mhm.
Hey, there should be a list of celebrities you shouldn't date. Okay, it'd be Casey Anthony, P. Diddy. Come on, who's the third one that be like, nah, don't date? that one.
Well, if he wasn't deceased, it would be OJ would have to be on that list.
Yeah, OJ, he was
Mhm.
at the top of the list, but then he died, so he went down to
Hey,
third.
man. Hey,
But,
dog.
And you
Kanye
date Casey
def-
Anthony and you get her pregnant. You just look at her. You're like, you got this, right?
Oh!
Hey, man. Dog, speaking of OJ, bro, I was on Reels today. Shout out and God rest his soul, our boy New Jack, the wrestler.
Yeah.
New Jack. Shout out to
Remember
New
that
Jack.
promo he cut when he was like, OJ, keep up the good work?
Good work, boy.
Bro, I forgot about that.
Bro, he was like, hey, man.
Hey, that's still not better than Booker T. Y'all remember when Booker T made a blooper
Bro.
on air?
Bro,
By
Hey,
mistake?
He said it, and then Hulk thought it was cool. That's what
Yeah.
I said. I
Yeah.
said, "Hey, yo, no take backsies.
Hey,
You call
Jeff,
Hulk
man.
Hogan the N-word, and then you get mad when he says, "Where is the line?"
Yeah.
Me and my baby Casey, we were talking about this yesterday. He was riding around. Hey, she's not allowed in Chuck E. Cheese's, Discovery Zones.
Monkey Joe's.
Yeah,
She can't go so far and like by
Casey Anthony just needs to date a registered sex offender.
Even
Neither
Fun
of them
Zone has her
allowed
blocked,
anywhere.
and they
near
let anybody
kids.
in.
right?
God.
Hey, man,
Who else?
she can't do nothing with the word kid in it. She can't listen to kid and
She
play.
even got the boot off Carnival, and that's impossible.
She
True.
can't do nothing, bro. She
Can't
can't
listen-
kid around.
She can't listen to Kid Rock. Can't
Mm-mm,
listen to
man.
Kids Bop. She can't.
She can't listen to Kids Incorporate.
Right.
K-I-D-S.
I-D-S.
Nothing.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
During sex, I can't even put my babies on her.
Oh.
They canceled her Nickelodeon subscription.
Yeah.
You can't even watch Nickelodeon.
You need to watch Nickelodeon, bro.
I see some ladies tonight that should be killing their babies.
But she is on the Iraqi version of Sesame Street for some reason. I don't know.
How did we get on this topic?
Because
Casey Anthony? Are we talking about hot chicks? I don't remember. Like,
Oh,
Hey,
God.
man. Oh, snap. Hey, man, Jeff, you watching the playoffs?
Yeah. I watch it. All the white guys are upset because of Boston. They are losing their mind. Ooh, Boston. I was at a bar. I was there for watching hockey. That was really white. But on the next TV was Boston and New York. And New York killed them.
Bro.
I've never seen Boston take a beating like that. Oof.
Beat
Mm.
down, bro.
Hey,
Ooh,
I got a question because I'm not a basketball guy, but the Knicks were not supposed to do that well, right?
No. Now, Oklahoma City, yes, because they were the number 1 seed in the West.
Yeah.
Expected them. Pacers, Knicks, and Timberwolves were not expected to go as far as they went.
And it's Pacers Knicks this week,
Bro,
right? I think today, right?
Yeah,
Like when
no,
this is
I
airing
think-
right now, it's Pacers Knicks.
I think two. Yeah, today. Yeah, because it aired right now.
Yeah,
But
that's
this was
90s
crazy.
rivalry.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Like people are now. I don't know if it's gonna be as chippy as Reggie Miller and John Starks,
Yeah,
but
Mm.
still, it's gonna be good. But you got
Reggie Miller was the Knicks killer.
He was.
bro.
He
8
was.
seconds.
8 seconds.
Mhm.
8 seconds, bro. Hey, dog. So think about this. I had to look up the stats. So the Timberwolves have never won a championship. So this will be their first championship.
Really?
The Pacers won 3 ABA championships. So this would be their first
Yeah, but
NBA
never.
championship.
Mhm.
The Knicks haven't won one since '73.
Damn.
The short,
They,
the short
they
with the
even got
Knicks
to the
on.
finals since 2000.
Since
That's how long it's
2000.
been.
They were
A
8th
quarter
seed.
of a century. Yeah.
They were 8th seed. That was the Larry Johnson team. That was the short year,
Yeah.
the lockout year. And Oklahoma City Thunder got a championship, but they were the Supersonics.
That's right. That's
They were
baby.
Seattle Supersonics.
Bro, the Supersonics. Damn.
They got it with Sean Kemp, didn't they?
No, this is 77. Sean
77,
Oh,
Kemp-
what?
they get it with Sean-
No, Jordan took a lot of championships for some people in the 90s, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Kemp was one of them.
Yeah, he did.
Sean Kemp just went home, did some lines. Well,
He did.
Oh, well, make some babies. Kemp was like, let me go make some kids. I can't win
You
no
remember the
champ-
Orlando Magic picked him up, ended the career, and he
Yeah.
looked like
Oh,
Sean.
bro.
Joe, he looked like me.
Never eat Kemp. I mean, he
Yeah.
was a big boy, man.
He was, bro.
Yeah, he took that big money and went to Cleveland and just got big, bro.
He
Like
got big.
Yeah.
he got huge. I'm like,
Orlando
bro,
Magic, at one point, we were kind of like No Limit. We took a lot of big
Yeah.
artists that were just like, hey, come
Ewing.
for an album.
Remember
Come for
Ewing?
an album.
y'all did sign Ewing, bro.
Ewan showed up, and I had good seats, and Ewan would spend, when the coaches would talk, he would just be looking at the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Cup was
I
like,
mean,
I looked
he-
over you and was sitting next to me. He's like, hey, man, we never
Yeah.
talked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Hey, what's
took
up,
Horace.
PhD? What's up, baby?
Didn't we take Horace Grant too? At the end?
No, we had
Horace
Horace.
Grant-
we had Horace Grant
Horace-
before
Horace
because
did prime.
Shaq convinced us to sign that long term, and then he left.
Yeah,
Uh,
Horace. Y'all had
We
Horace.
were probably gonna take Sam Bowie. Like,
Yeah,
he's,
right.
Bruh.
he's the first pick.
Bruh.
He's got something. He's the first pick.
Yeah.
This Jordan kid, I still think it's a phase.
Yeah, it's bad. It's gonna pass. It's gonna
Bruh.
pass.
Hey, listen, we took Vince Carter. I remember having a Magic
way.
Vince Carter jersey just because I wanted it.
There you
I
go.
didn't even know that.
Hey, so let me
Yeah.
ask you guys a question. Being the sports guys, who do you guys predict is gonna take the whole thing in basketball?
I have Oklahoma City Thunder.
Thunder.
I have the Thunder, but I'm telling you this.
Okay.
I
Hot
I,
take.
I read the Bible. You
Hot
know I'm a
take.
Bible person, bro.
I know
You
that, bro.
I got Jesus tatted across the chest.
Mm-hmm.
If the New York Knicks win the championship, it is the end of the world.
It's over.
It
That's
is
the Knicks.
Revelation. The
Oh.
4 horsemen, the
Ooh.
trumpets gonna blow. Miguel is it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If the Knicks win the championship, the East Coast West Coast beef is starting. They're just calling them back up. Hey, it was never over. Ceasefire.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now because I'm married to a whole family of them. If the New York Knicks win,
Bruh.
you ain't gonna be able to deal with people from New York and Florida. You ain't gonna be able to
Have
listen.
you seen the videos, dog? They
Yeah.
just they in the
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Finals. They ain't even in the finals.
No,
There was one dude. You know
Yeah.
the little gates they have around the street, like
Yes.
the little.
Yep.
There was one dude on the gate, and they was crowd surfing this dude
yes,
downtown
Yes.
square.
yes,
Like what? There was a dude walking across a light pole.
yeah.
Just-
Yeah. Outside the Garden, they had
Like,
thousands
what
of people
is going on?
watching the game.
Bro,
Yeah.
if
Bro.
they win the championship, it's 2 teams I've said. If the Cleveland Browns or the New York Knicks win something,
Something's
that's
wrong.
the end of the
The
world, bro.
universe has spoken.
Listen, I want the Knicks to win. I'm gonna tell you,
Underdog?
I want the Knicks to win. No, not just because they're the underdog, but because they never seem to get out of their own way. They got a crappy owner. They have horrible luck. I'm just hoping because I was watching that Boston game and I was going, and they were killing them. And I want you to know they got guys in every position who's mean.
Mhm.
I mean, there's anger behind that
Knicks-
team.
If the Knicks win the next morning, the towers are back up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boom.
Overnight. Overnight.
Spider-Man's
Bro.
web between them like the movie poster. Like, what happened? Be like, hey, baby, that's all we needed. If the
Dog.
Knicks win,
Yeah.
Old Dirty Bastard comes back from the grave. Wu-Tang drops another album. If the Knicks win, Rudy Giuliani's mayor. He's
Yeah.
mayor. Him and Ed Koch.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ed Koch is still alive.
And he
Guess
gets
what?
pardoned.
He's
He gets
married.
pardoned. Yeah, he gets pardoned.
Yeah.
He comes back, bro.
Yeah, if the Knicks win, John Gotti comes back to life. He's all forgiven. If the Knicks win, it is 1989 New York again. Next thing you know,
Wow.
there's graffiti on the subways everywhere. The Guardian Angels are walking around.
If the
If the Knicks win, what's it called comes back, man. The stop and frisk.
that's
It comes
funny.
back.
Stop and frisk.
You don't even got to be a cop. You
Hey.
just see anybody and frisk them.
If the Knicks win, they got
Blue Blood season 23 gets restarted. Lots of things are
Nah,
gonna happen.
they got to do 2 seasons of The Wire again. 2 more seasons of The Wire and The Sopranos. If the Knicks
Nah.
win.
Where's Baltimore, James?
Oh, I thought that was Baltimore, man.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
But everybody in New York
Where's
watched it.
Baltimore.
Everybody in New York watched it.
Look at
Hey,
James.
hey.
Look at
Well,
James.
that was just so they knew how not to get arrested.
Everybody in New York
That was for
watched it.
education.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, if the
Look
Knicks
at
win,
James,
we
that's
gotta
why.
do a break
Yeah, that's
we gotta
why.
do a breaking 3 electric boogaloo.
Yeah.
That was LA though, but okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys,
Ozone them ain't New York.
No, it's
nah,
LA.
they LA, but I know everybody in New York watched it, James.
That's true.
I'm telling you, the turtles are coming back. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, if the Knicks win, the Foot Clan's back tomorrow.
The Foot
Tomorrow,
They got dojos everywhere.
everywhere,
Uh,
man.
If the Knicks get to the finals, you might see Trump at the Garden. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
he'll lay his
Yeah.
presidency down. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I gotta
done.
go.
Hey, grab all the Haitians and bring them to the garden.
Dog, I'm gonna say it like this, man. It'd really be good for basketball.
It
I
really
really
Yeah.
do. I really think it'd really be good for NBA basketball if
would be.
the Knicks won, man. I'm rooting for the Knicks too,
but
but I
if-
really
we know it's rigged now because when Dallas got that first pick,
Yeah, the
that
lottery.
was that's a 1% shot, 1 out of 100 chance.
What are you talking
And-
about, Jeff? Just because they gave away one of the greatest players ever to LA, then just got a #1 pick out of nowhere. You trying to tell me that this
Well,
next
it's
pick-
their second best player ever, the second best player ever after Dirk.
Hey, I'll tell you this, dog. Did it before with the Knicks when they got Patrick Ewing when they froze the envelope.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Frozen.
Let me tell you something. I know we gotta go to break soon. If they got Cooper Flag,
Mhm.
they got Anthony Davis,
Yes.
and they got what's the point guard, Jeff?
Man.
Played at Duke, played with
Oh.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
If they got them 3 100% healthy, Dallas, hey dog,
They're gonna be a problem.
they're gonna be.
Yeah.
It's just Anthony Davis gotta stay healthy.
Mm.
If Anthony Davis can stay healthy, because what crazy is if the Spurs would have got that #1 pick, Cooper Flag and Wembyana, I don't know, but them 3 in Dallas, hey man, Devin Sebow right now getting some season tickets. You know he's a Dallas fan. Devin
he is.
Sebow getting season
Yeah, he
tickets
is.
right now, bro.
He's
Hey.
gonna sit in the Disney section because it's Devin.
But I will tell you though, if the Knicks win, Anthony Davis has to have just one eyebrow. He can't shave it ever. He got just one eyebrow like this.
If the Knicks win, Cameron gets to smack Anthony Davis right in the face.
Yes. At the same time, horse and carriage. We gonna
It is what it
ride.
is.
Isn't the Diddy trial going on in New York right now?
Yeah, Diddy walks if the Knicks win.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
That's it.
Everybody, hey, some little kid comes running to the court with a boombox. The Knicks won! Everybody starts high fiving. The judge looks like Rodney Dangerfield. He's like, "Let's have a party!" And then it's like everybody's working for the week. It stops. It's like Diddy beat his trial. Everybody forgave him. The district attorney and Diddy are just hugging. You know, it's
We-
yo.
It was
Cassie
looking rough
and him
there
are
for a minute,
high-fiving.
guys. On that
Yeah,
note,
man.
we got to take a short little break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Real Last Real Radio 104.1. Thank you, because you are still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am James, your host tonight, your favorite DEI hire. Joined in studio with Mr. Ken Miller, aka K Love, Jeff the Batman Coffin, official sponsor from Coffin and Lynn Personal Injury Attorneys, and Miguel Colon. Don't you forget about the junior. He knows who his daddy is. We were just talking about something that I know nothing about, and that was sports. And Ken and Jeff both think that what I was about to say, KFC is gonna win, but you said who is it?
KFC.
Oklahoma City.
OKC. This how you know you don't watch sports.
I'm like, the Colonel gonna win.
First of all, I don't know what competition you're in, but listen, I secretly, man, I like that original recipe. I know it's like snake skin. I know it. Everybody's
I
like
like original recipe.
Me
I
too,
like
Jeff.
I'm
Me
team.
But I tell you what, it causes a little more damage than crispy.
See, you get for you. That's a factor. For me, the damage is done. I can go to eating kale for the rest of my life now. They're like, cool, man. It ain't
No, it's oilier. There's a lot more oil to it. It's a lot.
Let me tell you how old I am, guys. Speaking of that, I'm at the age where no matter what fast food restaurant I go to, it's coming out in 30 minutes. No matter which one, bro. There's not one.
I mean,
not one is gonna stick with me, y'all.
no matter what you do, he's running for the border. Yeah,
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
when I eat Taco Bell, it comes out in a different shape.
Del
That's all.
Taco, Taco Bell. Yeah. Ooh.
If I eat a square, it comes out triangle.
Yeah.
If I eat an octagon,
Like a
it
triforce.
comes-
If all these places they're trying to compete for your heart attack. I mean, for example, KFC, they go, our chicken sandwich isn't enough. Instead of using bread, we're going to put 2 more pieces of fried chicken.
I love that
Bro.
idea.
Bro,
I
that's-
love it. KFC doubled down. They say,
Ooh.
okay, I tell you what our problem is. Our customers are living too long, and then they're getting to an age where they don't want to eat us anymore.
Yep.
We got to keep killing them off like dope fiends. If
Mm.
you put out dope that starts killing the fiends, they just think, oh, they can't handle that fire dope.
This is good stuff.
KFC's out there. They're like, yo, drop them. Let's
There's
make a
all-
pizza on a chicken.
Y'all ever notice there's always a wave when it comes with food restaurants of something? Like, remember when guacamole became the hot thing, or avocado?
Yeah.
They put it
Avocado
on
toast.
Yes, they put it on everything. Like, oh, it's a California club sandwich. Not only
It's
does it have
healthy.
turkey,
It's healthy.
it has healthy avocado.
It's
Now-
healthy fat.
Yeah.
How did they make that sale to us? It's healthy
Yeah.
fat.
It's slim thick.
Mhm.
What?
I think it's hilarious to me, bro.
That is a funny term, man. Nowadays, you know what the hot thing is for food? Hot honey.
Yep.
Hot honey's the new thing. We got hot honey.
That's like
You know-
Nashville, honey. Nashville hot.
Yeah,
It's-
natural
here's
hot.
the thing.
Hey,
It's
hold up,
not
real quick,
that
real quick,
impressive.
real quick before I'm. Hey, what was the name of the lady from The Great Escape? I'm making our post right now. Was it Christina?
Yeah, Christina. Let me get her last name though for you.
I ain't gonna
We
do
are-
all that. We
Okay,
are so crazy.
We are so horrible mid-show. Hey, what was that guest name we had on last week? What was her
My
name?
bad,
again?
dog. All right, go ahead, y'all. So hot honey.
Well, that's just
crazy.
the
Chicken
new
fingers
fad.
were crazy a couple years ago. They started opening up chicken finger restaurants. Guy Fieri
Yeah.
had his chicken finger
Dave's
restaurant.
chicken, good
Dave's
chicken.
PDQ.
Dog.
And I've been living in the South 20 years. I was
Amen.
like, good chicken fingers come from gas stations here. It's not
Bro.
fancy food.
Bro, talk about that, man. One of the best fast food restaurants I ever been at was a gas station, and it was an old black lady serving up chicken. And that's how you know it was good. She cursed everybody out. God bless
Mhm.
soul food restaurants and Jamaican restaurants.
Man, look here, dog. That Guy Fieri was the worst.
The
I've
worst.
ever- It was
Chicken
so
Guy
bad.
is, hey, listen, Jeff, I'm not
Yeah,
going to
so-
get sued for saying
I
I
know.
don't like Chicken Guy, right? Because I don't like
Watch
Chicken
this.
Guy.
In my opinion,
In my
Mm.
opinion, if I fried up some dookie and dipped it in some glass, I would have enjoyed it more than my Chicken Guy experience. So much so that I say, if you are listening from Chicken Guy, don't even try to offer to win me over. All right, unless you want to
Mm.
commit seppuku.
see, I can't.
Right now.
You know what happens? Listen, I can't make comments like that. I'd walk in
No.
there by accident, and they'd go, "We know him.
Yeah,
You did.
I've seen his billboard and his bench.
You
Burn
did
him
it.
up something."
You did it, man.
They think I
that's the
said
dude
it.
who got Casey Anthony a baby.
Yeah.
That's funny, bro. You can win a baby in a lawsuit. That's amazing.
Give
I
her
got-
another baby. Redo.
Hey,
Redo.
damn me, I got you $1 million. I got you a baby.
Check it out. 2 of them. So if you got 50-50 chance.
You got Casey Anthony odds.
Yeah, man.
There you go. There you go. So
Oof.
I just had something happen to a friend of mine, and it made me think of you, Jeff. A friend of mine got into no, it's a good thing. It's a good
Man.
thing. He told me something that I it made me think back to something you said that had to do with the law. When you get into an accident, what cops cannot do. And my friend told me this. I know you're not lying to me. A friend of mine got into a car accident and he thought that he had a case that he could sue the person he hit because he got hit by a truck that works for a company. I won't say the company, but it wasn't his fault.
Was it chicken guy?
It wasn't chicken guy. I would have had chicken tenders just raining down right now. But no, he got hit by a company, right? A bigger company. And he asked the cop because he thought he had a case for
Attorney recommendation.
Attorney recommendation. He asked the cop, who do you think I should use? Because you do this, you're a traffic cop. Who can I use for a lawyer? And the cop said, whoa, I can't recommend you anybody. And he said, why? You know about this stuff. He goes, that's
it's a felony.
Law. He said it's a
It's
felony for a cop
Yeah.
to tell you what lawyer you should use if you have any kind of accident. Did you know that, Ken?
I did not know that.
Bro,
Yes,
he said no.
any first responder. So
That's
that could
why
be the
if I was
ambulance
the cop-
driver, the police officer. Yeah,
If I was the cop, I'd be like, whoa.
but they do it. But some
You
do
know I
it.
can't recommend somebody. I couldn't even be like, go to Kaufman and Lynn, winning cases for over 20 years. They got
These weekend matches all the
babies.
time.
I would never tell you to go to a lawyer. I would never say, hey, there's tons of good, reputable lawyers you could go to. But I heard Kaufman and Lynn, who I am not recommending. I'm just saying they got Casey Anthony and 2 babies.
Hey, Miguel. Hey, you pull at the accident. You pointing at the billboard.
Yeah.
There's no way I can recommend.
No, hey, the squad car's wrapped in Kaufman and Lynn.
Miguel sits down on one of my benches with his hand around my face.
I don't even
Jeff,
know.
have you ever requested to just go on a ride along? I would just go on ride alongs all night long. Just go to
Yeah.
traffic stop. Hey, while the cops are dealing with you, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah,
Here,
I'd
maybe
be like
your head-
Foghorn Leghorn. I say.
I'll put some of these cards on your head.
But Jeff, is that a serious offense? Like, really? If I'm a cop,
I don't think it has ever been prosecuted, but it's a felony. And you and I were performing at the place in was it not Wildwood, but down there. Whose club is it?
Where are we at?
No, way towards towards Gainesville.
Really? We're
He's
way
got
down
that
there?
room. Remember, I made the joke. Is this Red Lobster? Because all the stuff looked like it was being sold outside.
Oh my
when we got
god!
there.
The joke joint.
Yeah.
Joint. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, some guy walks up to me in the joke joint and says, "Man, I've been listening to you for years. I just got in a car accident. I would have gone with you, but the police officer said to go to blank."
And you were,
And I
that's
was like,
right. And your eyes got big. And I was
Ooh.
like, what? What happened? What happened? You're like,
I
"No,
was
that-
like, you can't win when that happens.
no, you
You
can't
know,
tell people
and I
that.
get it. I get it. It's part of doing business. But
You know the Boston
It's a
lobster
stinger.
truck with the lobster on top of it? It's
Yeah.
just Kaufman and Lynn on top of the police car. Holding the pugs.
we got a dummy that looks like Craig riding it like
Yeah,
it's 8 seconds.
Like the killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah.
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 That's funny.
Hey, on the clipboard as he's writing the report, it's like a Kaufman and Lynn sticker. He's
Yeah.
holding it up.
Bro. I don't know who you should use, Kaufman and Lynn.
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro. So I just thought that was interesting. The fact that a cop or a first responder can't actually say, I would use this person. Because you would think
Because then they'd be in the pockets of every lawyer.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But damn.
And no lawyer would already do that, right, Jeff? Not you, but maybe.
Mm-mm.
Well, listen. It's anybody who's going to cheat the system. They're going to cheat the system.
No matter what.
And you know, and I'm not bothered by that. And I'm not bothered at all by it. I think it's kind of weird, but at the same time, I'm going, listen, I'm fortunate to have what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing I'm going to do is gripe because I didn't get one more case because somebody did something shifty. So I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I got no issues.
Got it. Yeah, that's a good way to look at that stuff like that, man.
I mean, look how fortunate I am. I mean, I think about all the cool things I've been able to do with you guys over the last 4 years. I mean, I got to interview John Cryer the other day. I got to interview
Ducky.
Anthony Michael Hall. I mean, I got to do that one yesterday. And I actually got to do somebody really cool the other day, which I thought was amazing because, you know, I read about his downfall. Is Gary Durden. He was Warwick Brown on CSI.
Oh, wait.
Chill out with all these big name drops, dog. Warwick Brown,
Yeah.
CSI. I get
No.
it.
Yeah.
It was
Friends
was
with
he?
celebrities.
He was on
No,
Buffy.
I just got to interview the dude.
No, he was on
He was-
Buffy too, right?
He's been on everything, but he lost everything. I mean,
I
his whole
remember
life
this story. No, he did.
And I was thinking to myself, how do I just
Was he on the Wire?
get
Only
into
played
that
in New
one?
York.
Yo, that's the
Yeah.
dude from he was in the Janet
Yeah.
Jackson video.
Exactly.
Different World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty handsome dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude, but that mugshot
What's
is a
his name?
beast. Dordan.
What's
is
his name, guys?
Warwick Brown. When you
Warwick-
see him,
well, he played Warwick Brown. His name's not Warwick Brown.
Oh, his name's
His
not
name's
Warwick
Gary
Brown.
Durden.
Yeah, you see him, you can be like, oh, that dude.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude.
Oh yeah. Damn, his mug. He looked
And
like
the problem was,
Bubbles
I
in The
found out
Wire
at the
in
last
mugshot.
minute I was getting an interview.
He was on
And he's got a
CSI.
new movie, and I was going, God, I want to talk to him about these problems, but how do I do that? And he brought up, and I want you to know, thank you for the internet. There's a picture of him, he like 2 million downloads of him serenading a horse. I mean, he's singing to a horse with a guitar. And I bring that up, and he goes, yeah, that horse was owned by the woman who does my alcohol. She's helped me out with my alcohol problem for years.
Damn.
And I was going, okay, door open. And for about 15 minutes, we talked about all the people who abandoned you when things go bad. And poof, good conversation, man.
He looked like he got that Lenny Kravitz blood.
Michael Ealy's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he looks like.
Well, you know, his dad's Jewish, so that's how come.
Mhm. But I remember he was on a bunch of movies in the 90s, though. Then I remember him from CSI as well.
He's a really good dude, though, too. Man.
Yeah, I remember
One of
him
the-
from A Different World. He was like
Mhm.
the Rasta type dude, you know, the
Yeah.
earthly.
Oh,
type-
yo, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He was
there
one of
you
the
go.
first dudes like on TV without them dreads like that.
Yeah, he was.
like popular TV.
Not everybody had that. Yeah, that's one of the first times we saw that.
Yeah, but that's the guy who can cross over because he's that good looking. Like who's the guy on what is it, SWAT? You know when a black guy is so good looking that white women. I'm not talking the fat blonde ones. I'm talking all white women go.
You know what he's talking about.
Shamar
Shamar Moore. Yeah, you know he's talking about. It's funny.
When a black guy is so good looking that white women, I'm not talking the fat white women.
That's actually funny.
Damn, Jeff.
That's actually funny, man.
Hey, dog, that's got to be the worst thing we said tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about legit Casey Anthony killing babies.
Killing
and
babies.
That might be the one.
Hey, what you got to do is you got to say it in like a New Jersey Italian. You know, a black guy. He's a good looking. He's so good. I swear to Christ, a white woman would date him. Honest to God, legitimate, high standard white.
Hey, not one of the fat ones.
Vinny, I'm not condoning.
And
that
not
stuff.
anybody.
I'm
There
not
isn't one of
condoning
you
that.
on this show who didn't go. I get that. I understand that.
He's so good looking.
That's a good look. That's a good looking dude. I'm like going. If I was gay, he'd be on the list. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so funny. God dang, we did it. You know what? We did it, y'all.
We did it, baby.
We did
out
it.
You
here,
did it,
baby.
homie. You completely sold out.
We did it.
Oh,
We're out of
we
here,
did it.
baby. We did it.
Hey, but before we get canceled, real quick, I want to give you gentlemen an opportunity to tell everybody at home listening where they can come support your comedy this weekend. Ken, where you gonna be at, brother?
Hey man, this weekend I'll be at Porky's Comedy Club in St. Cloud. It is Memorial Weekend. If you're out in the St. Cloud area, come see the kid. Come hang out with me. Do a little barbecue with the kid.
Barbecue.
I'll be Thursday. I'll be with Ken at the Funny Bone with Tony Tone, with all the respectable and fat white women. So
Yes.
Yo.
Yes. Where you
I'm
gonna be
sorry,
this
bro.
weekend, Jeff? What you got going on this weekend, sir? I know you
I've got Under Oath. I've got Anthony Michael Hall from Breakfast Club. That
Yay.
he's the new villain on Reacher.
Yes, he is.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I like that show, Reacher, by the way.
I gotta check Reacher out, bro.
it's a
Because
good
like
show.
I started watching it, and I'm one of them dudes, Jeff. If I get behind, I'm like, hey man, well,
I'm done.
I ain't
It's a
gonna
good
catch
show,
it.
man. It's a good
Very
show.
good show.
Well,
I
I
love
like
that.
In
actor.
this show, they found somebody bigger than him to fight.
that's what I heard.
Because
And that guy's
he was
huge.
Hawk and Dove, right? Wasn't
Yes,
he?
he
in
was.
Titans?
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
yeah. He was also Aquaman.
On Smallville.
Yeah,
in
he was
Smallville.
Dad
I ain't watched
Castle
Smallville
from
yet.
Blue Mountain State. That's
Yeah.
all that
Hey.
matters. He was Dad Castle.
That's so
Hey,
funny.
okay, I gotta check Reacher out, man. I gotta
Guys,
check it out.
I'm going to be performing a private show on Friday, but this Saturday, if you guys are in the Eustis area, I'm going to be at the Hideaway Performing Arts Center, man. I got Doo-Wop is back, man. The Drift is going to be there. That's right. That's right. Come out, check me out. People, look at my social media. That's right. Check out my social media if you guys want to get tickets. Come out and hang with me, man. All the unks gonna be there in hats and church shoes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to us. We love what we get to do right here on Real Laughs. On behalf of myself, James John, Ken Miller, Jeff Kaufman, and Miguel Colon Jr. Thank y'all for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Ken, tell these folks what to do.
Take your fat ass to bed.
White women, we out.